Welcome chillins, Phil Beckwith, the professional painter and decorator. Just doing another follow-on video for the house refurbishments that I've got a playlist on. Now this bathroom, we'll call it a family bathroom. Unbelievable, this wallpaper is unbelievable. Now I'm going to spin round, I'm going to get in the middle of the room and you'll see what I mean by unbelievable. Now I had a bit of a compliment last week because somebody came to use the toilet, another trade, and he came back downstairs and said to me, he says, oh, that bathroom, isn't the wallpaper beautiful? I went, oh yeah, it is, it looks stunning in there, it looks great. He says, oh yeah, he says, oh, it looks really complicated. I says, well it was, but I knew what I was doing and I got on with it. He went, and he looked at me, got out, he said, what do you mean, you've done it? I went, yeah. He says, no, he says, you get specialists in to do that sort of thing. I just looked at him. I'm not saying I gave him dagger eyes or anything. I said, what do you mean specialists? What do you think I am? But then he apologised, gave me the fist pump for respect. He was from Manchester, so he got this fist pumping thing going on. But he thought this paper was lovely. Well, I think it's fantastic. It's a mural wallpaper, and it's designed for the actual room size. Now the pattern does repeat, but it came in panels, literally panels, cut to length, i.e. it was designed for the height that we'd got all the way around with a number of lengths, and top of my head I think it was about 12. So there was 12 panels of a set size, I think there might have been about 27 inch, and then the height wise was enough to go between, as you can see, the top of the panelling and the coving up at the top. Didn't give me much, literally there wasn't much salvage top and bottom, so that was that's for another video. But let's spin you around and let's show you what this room looks like. So we start when we're hanging these sorts of papers, because the papers are all numbered. You've still got to think to yourself, where are you going to lose the paper? Well, normally you lose it back edge of a door, right? So we started here. This was panel length number 1, and it went 1, 2, 3 all the way around. Now let's get you a wide angle. Can you see the patterning? You'll see it better when we go a bit more around. Stunning, it is literally stunning. It's just a monochrome, black and white, all the way around. The corner is just there, corner just there. And don't forget, when we're doing corners, we overlap them slightly. We overlap them slightly by about 5mm rehang coming round. This is a paper that the laser liner again came into its own, because I could keep an eye on the vertical and horizontal. So we're coming round to the toilet. I don't know what sort of paper it is, as in picture. It looks like the Garden of Eden, doesn't it? Or where did Mary Magdalene go? The Garden of something. Garden of Gethsemane, was it? Somebody gives some comments. Was it the Garden of Gethsemane? Well, this is what we're looking like. Now this was a lovely room to do, even though it was only a bathroom, because I actually did the fitting of the coving. Now you can see this is gyprock coving, and it's the S shape, so it's not just the ordinary concave, it's got a bit of a S shape to it, and it was nice to put on. I got it on nicely. Always put some nails in it to hold it up as well. Use tile adhesive to keep it up, and then work on it to actually get it nice and smooth on the edges, sanding down. Prime it with some acrylic undercoat primer, and then work on it after that with your finish paints, which I used Zinza Perma White, the mould bathroom paint, and it came out really well. Now this wallpaper, talking about this wallpaper, is a non-woven again. So it's a nice one to put on. But once again, this was a room, can I go back? This was a room that was bare plaster, some patching on it. It was all mercured down. We sized it, thin down tub paste, and then we lined it with 800 lining paper again. Now it didn't need any more than 800 lining paper because it was a non-woven going over the top. We just needed to get an even, clean, sound surface to work on, and the lining paper gives you that. Now don't forget, I've told you about lining paper. Don't put joints on lining paper with a gap. Make sure you butt your joints together with your lining paper. And once we got the lining paper on, it was plain sailing really. And if I'm going to just drop down and finish off with you, the panelling was bare MDF. I've told you on previous videos, bare MDF. We get a coat of Zinza 123 Plus on it. Wait for it to dry. Any filling, we use the cork, the Red Devil cork. Bit of fine surface filler on any of the nail heads that we're showing. Once we've got that on and gave it all a nib down, it has another undercoat stroke primer of the Zinza 123 Plus, and then it's finished in Everall Aqua 40. The same with the door, and this was all sprayed again using the Graco GX FF fine finish sprayer. It's only a little spray kit, isn't it? The GX FF, and 208s, 210s, 310s spray tips. Mainly the 310. Sorry, mainly the 310 for the finish coats. Puts enough on. If you don't know about spray tips, there's a video linked just there about spray tips and the understanding the numbers. But no, for a bathroom, this is, you can't get a nicer bathroom than this. This is one of the best bathrooms I've done in a long while. So on that note, I'm going to stand where the dressing gown is. I'm going to say there's some videos there. Any questions, please ask. This isn't a video showing you how to do anything, it's just more of a talk of what I've done, because I don't always get to see finish rooms. I do the rooms and I finish them and then I go on to something else, but this is, when I finished this room, there wasn't even a bath in it or a sink or anything like that. The only thing I've got to come and do now is just do a bit of touching up where the sink's been damaging the panelling. But no, there'll be some videos at the side. Thanks for listening to me. It's much appreciated, people watching the videos, and you can actually see they actually do some nice work really. It's quite a nice job to do, isn't it, decorating? It's not all boring, it's not just emulsioning stuff. But there we go. Please have a look at some videos there.